Heroes of India was an 8-week summer camp. The idea of this camp sparked because of the drive to share the rich Indian American heritage to the next generation through a fun experience of time travel. Due to COVID-19, all the Heroes of India sessions were conducted virtually. All participants, hosts, and actors joined a Zoom meeting where individual heroes acted, shared their life stories, and answered participant questions. What you are going to see is a Zoom recording of a live Heroes of India session. Enjoy!
Welcome back, everyone. How excited are you to go on another adventure? Wait, let me go get my dad. Dad! Dad!
Oh, hello, Soumya. Oh, hi. Are all of your friends ready for another flight?
Yeah, are you ready to go?
Oh, of course. Well, before we go, let me tell you guys, myself and our Space Z team worked really hard and we installed a completely new control panel. Well, also, you will be very happy to hear that with our new turbo engine, we should be able to go back in time almost 200 years.
200 years?
Yes.
Well, can we go all the way back now?
Well, of course. But I have to tell you, the ride may be a little bumpy and a little longer.
That's fine. Come on, I can't wait.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. Then let's get ready. Let's ready for the launch. Let me pull the front panel here. Well, buckle up, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, it looks like we're in the 18th century.
Well, we definitely came like 200 years.
I see tons of forts. And were those British soldiers I just saw?
Yes, Soumya, those were good soldiers from British East India Company. As you know, British ruled India for almost 150 years.
The British ruled India for almost 150 years. What fort are we in?
Well, I like your British accent. I think we're at the fort of Jhansi.
Look, I see the Queen. Your Highness, we're here to meet you.
Who is there? Can't gadbade. Looks like these Britishers are back again. Soldiers, go and get them.
Your Highness, no. We are not Britishers. Soumya, please stop your British accent. Oh, we're from America. We're just flying with our time machine and just landed here. We are nice American fellows.
Oh, so you're the brave and courageous Jhansi Ki Rani.
Oh, meet Rani Lakshmi Bai, Zashi Chirani, the Queen of Zashi. This is how pages of history know me. Some Westerners also call me Joan of Arc of India. Like her, I was not born as a princess, but destiny made me a queen, the queen who fought for her freedom till her last breath. Many years after that last ill-fated battle, my mind still wanders in this fort of Jhansi. I'm very glad to meet you all here.
We would love to learn more about your story.
Really, I'm glad to tell you all about my story. Our lives were pretty much confined into four walls of the house. But I was lucky enough to get stepped out of the house. Manakarnika was my given name, but everybody used to call me Manu. My father was a courtier at Peshwa Dusra Bajirav's court. This Peshwa Dusra Bajirao used to adore me and call me Chabili. Do you know what does it mean? It means playful. That's how I was as a kid. So this Dusra Bajirao raised me as his own daughter. Isn't that wonderful? His son Nana Sahib and Nana's friend Tatya Tope become my best friend. Even though both of them were much elder than me, we had a very strong bond of friendship. Being younger, Nana and Tatya always used to tease me. But still, both of them had great love towards this little sister. So one day what happened? Nana was riding his elephant. He was going into a festive procession. Little me came out to watch the procession. Watching Nana riding on that majestic beast, I was thrilled. I called out and asked him, Nana, I want to ride with you. Nana, being in a mischievous mood that day, he immediately replied, Manu, elephants are for king and queens only. You better go and play with your dolls. I was very upset. I replied Nana immediately, Nana, Manu doesn't play with dolls only. She plays with swords. And you will see one day, I will have 10 elephants waiting for me at my doorstep. A proud girl I was. But even being a girl, I never considered myself any lesser than anyone else. So growing up in this Peshwa household with these boys, I learned martial arts, sword fighting, gun fighting, then fencing, horse riding. I even played Mallakhamb with them. So one day, Nana was waiting for me to go out on a horse ride. Suddenly, what happened out of the blue? Nobody knows. But Nana's horse went out of control. He was struggling hard to bring the horse under control. When I came out and saw Nana in a great danger, I ran toward him. I didn't even think for a second. I went and grabbed the reins of the horse and tried to bring that horse under control. At the same time, I pulled Nana to the safety. What a terrible moment was that. But that was our friendship. Nana and Tatya also kept their side of the promise till the end. Both of them helped me a lot in my battle for Jhansi. I'm sure you kids must be having a lot of friends, so remember to be there for them when in need. As a little girl, I was fascinated by the stories of Indian mythology and history. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was my idol. I was motivated by his love towards his lands and his people. The way he built a rebellion against the mighty but unjust Mughals. Everything was like imprinted on my brain. Eventually, in due course of time, at the age of 14, following the tradition of those days, I got married to Maharaja Gangadhar Rao Navalkar of Jhansi. Jhansi was a princely state by then. But unfortunately, my marriage was short-lived. After a few years, my husband passed away. And I became the queen regent. With becoming a queen, I had greater responsibilities. I had to look after the well-being of my people of Zasi, as well as our adopted son and future king of Zasi, my little Damodar. Power always comes with responsibilities. But that's where all trouble started. Governor General Lord Dalhousie of British East India Company just refused to accept this adoption and annexed the state of Zashi to his empire. This was a great injustice to me and my people of Zazi. These Britishers came to India just as merchants, using the vessel of British East India Company. Unfortunately, India was divided into several small kingdoms that time, and these kings used to keep fight among themselves. Naturally, the Britishers, who were awestruck by the riches of India, took advantage of this situation and started helping these fighting kings. Eventually, these kings started paying some protection money to British East India Company, and their kingdoms became princely state under British command. Many landlords and rulers were agitated by this situation by then. I had decided I will not give up Zasi. The orders were there for me to vacate the fort of Zasi, but I just ignored that and continued taking care of Zasi. By then, a soldiers' mutiny erupted in the garrison town of Meerut. The fire of rebellion spread fast across northern India. All these uncontented rulers and landlords joined this rebellion. I also started making guns, which I can mount on the fort wall. I mustered an army of men and women of Zasi. Yes, women of Zasi. Many challenged this move, but I was very confident. I was confident that this loyal and brave woman will be very useful in the battlefield. And I was right. I taught them every art of warfare. I am a big believer of woman empowerment. So orders were given for British troops to march towards Zasi, but somehow they didn't arrive for a while. So I took advantage of this situation. With the help of my trusted advisors, I boosted the defenses of Zasi. So when these Britishers reached Zasi, they were taken aback looking at the defenses put up by this small city. We had cannons mounted on the fort wall, which can fire across the town directly on them. The commander of British force gave order that if I don't surrender, he will destroy the city. At this juncture, I was determined that I will not give up Zasi, and I will fight for its freedom till my last breath. So I proclaimed, praying the war goddess of Mata Bhavani, I will not give up Zasi. मैं मेरी झांसी नहीं दूंगी. This proclamation reverberated through the walls of Zasi Fort, and my loyal soldiers put up a brave battle against the British soldiers. My dear friend Tatya Tope also sent me some help. But eventually, my forces were overpowered by British forces, and the fort of Zasi was besieged by Britishers. It was a grave moment. I was restless. I had decided I will not give up. I will not surrender. But I have to take care of my little son, the future heir of Zasi throne. I was not sure what to do. And then, finally, I drafted a valiant plan. I dressed myself in a soldier's attire. I armed myself with swords and daggers. I mounted on my trusted horse, Badal, And my little Damodar, I tied him on my back tight. And under the veil of night, I jumped from the fort walls, chanting the sacred chant of royal Marathas, Hara Hara Mahadev. I escaped the siege and I straight went to Kalpi. My plan was to come back with more forces to escape the Jhansi again, to free the Jhansi again. At Kalpi, I met with Tatya Topi. We captured the town of Kalpi very fast, but we couldn't hold it for long. So we fled to Gwalior. There we met with more Indian forces. Here we had great success. We captured the fortress city of Gwalior with all his treasury and its arsenal. It was a great success. Everybody was very, very happy. To make this rebellion more official, we declared Nana as our Peshwa, the ruler. But this happiness was not long lasting. The Britishers attacked back Gwalior later that year. I led fierce battle against British forces. The atmosphere was full of gunshots, the war cries. The skies were darkened with smokes. On such one battle day, in the evening, my horse was tired. So I changed to a new horse. But unfortunately, this horse was not well versed with the battle environment. He just stalled at one creek. He refused to cross the creek. And I became an easy target of following British forces. I was severely wounded in this battle. And finally, my body surrendered to death. But my soul never surrendered to these invaders. I kept my promise to my motherland that I will fight till my last breath for its honor and its freedom. I was very calm and contented when I closed my eyes finally. I have proven myself a brave and worthy daughter of this pious land, the land which gave birth to great patriots like King Porus, Maharana Pratap, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who built glorious rebellion against the invading forces. So kids, always remember, never surrender to any injustice. Do not stop fighting for a worthy cause. That cause can be your right, your freedom. Always be there for your friend when in need. And most important, never ever lose your hope. Jai Bhavani.
Thank you so much, Jhansi Rani, for telling those amazing stories.
Thank you.
How did you have the courage to fight for the freedom of Jhansi back, especially being a woman and a mother during this time?
I believe being a woman, that's the answer. And since childhood, I learned that never surrender to injustice. So when the right of my son Damodar was refused, that he can't be the ruler of Jhansi, I was very angry. And being a mother, it gave me all courage to fight for his right, for the people of Jhansi.
That's an amazing message. Kids, do you have any questions?
My name is Arya. I am 8 years old and I'm in 3rd grade. My question is, who taught you to fight?
Arya, such a nice question. So I grew up with these elder boys, Nana Sahib Peshwe and Tatya Topi. They were my teachers in fighting. I played with them sword fighting and horse riding. And also I'll give you a little bit more information. My father. So my father taught me how to govern, and that helped me when I became a queen of Jhansi.
Thank you. What happened to your kid when in the battle, did he also die at the same time with you, or did he survive to help Zasi?
He survived. To my fortune, he survived. So what happened when I jumped from the Zasi fort, my only intention to save him. So I escaped the siege. I went to a safe place and I kept my son in a safe place. He never participated in the battle with me after that. So he was always at a safe place because he was a very little kid.
I have a question.
Sure.
So, what message would you like to give girls?
To girls? So the message I would like to give is never consider yourself anything lesser than anybody else. If anybody tells you, don't do that because you are a girl, do not stop. Always dream big and put your soul into your dreams and work hard.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question.
Sure.
My name is Irene and I'm in 4th grade, and my question is, how much wars did you fight?
I couldn't hear you. Can you please talk a little bit louder?
How much wars did you fight in?
How many wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was just this one big war. It was, we can call Mutiny of 1857 or First War of Independence for India. But there were several battles in that. So Battle of Zasi, Battle of Kalpi, Battle of Gwalior, that's where I fought.
Thank you.
I have a question. I have a question. What was your greatest battle?
My greatest battle was escaping the siege of Zasi, because that was very important. I had to save my little Damodar, and Zasi fort was totally circled by British forces. So I have to find a way. I have to cut through the British forces. So that was my greatest battle.
I have a question.
Yes, Chris?
My name is Chris and I'm going to 6th grade. So, how long does this whole thing last?
This whole thing lasted about a year. It's generally known as the Swatantra Sangam of 1857, but it actually went into 1858. So it was whole of a 1 year's war.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
No, what were your favorite thing in school?
Sorry, once again?
What was your favorite thing in school?
Oh, my favorite thing in the school, horse riding. That was my favorite thing. I used to love my horses. And the name of my favorite horse was Badal.
I have a question.
Okay, finish.
What does freedom mean to you?
Oh, that was a nice question. Something you all kids should think about. Freedom means you should be able to take actions or decisions at your own will. But kids, always remember, freedom comes with great responsibility. So think about your freedom. And you all still kids, so listen to your parents. So if you are more responsible, then they will give you more freedom. Don't take it far.
I have a question. Why were you so brave against Britishers?
The Britishers were invaders. They were coming from far away and they were taking over all our lands, and they were not just to us. They were putting a lot of taxes on us. So the poor people of India becoming even poorer and poorer. They were taking all rights away from them to govern their own lands. So that's why I was very angry, and along with my friends Tatya, Tope and Nana Sahib Peshwe, we decided that we will fight against this British and remove them from this pious land of India.
I have a question. But I have a question. My name is Anushka. But that involves killing. Why would you want to kill the Britishers to take them away?
You are such a nice girl. I like that question a lot. But we didn't reach to this decision to kill Britishers very easily. We tried to negotiate with them a lot. You got it?
I have a question. Thank you.
Hi.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
So, other than Nana and Tata Tope, which other warriors who supported you did you have?
So Nana and Tatya were my close allies. Other than that, there was Nawab of Chanda, I guess, and even the Badshah, Mughal Badshah. He was not much fighter, but he supported this whole rebellion. Bahadur Shah Zafar.
Ashid, your little son,
Mm-hmm.
after you died, did your little son become the king?
No, unfortunately, we all lost in that battle, and British continued ruling India until 1947. So another almost 90 years they continued ruling. So my son never became a king.
I have another question.
Mhm.
Did you have any female supporters that helped you in the wars?
Yes, I had a whole battalion of women, and my close, we call it Sakhi in Marathi, they were my bodyguards.
Did you have any other queens that also supported you?
Not really.
Okay. Look, my indicator showing here. Our time is coming up. So maybe one last question.
I have a question.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
Who goes first?
How did your son cook for himself when he was small?
Oh, he didn't cook for himself. He was taken care by somebody. My trusted advisors took care of him.
Oh.
So cute.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jhansi Ki Rani.
Okay, I
It
have
was
a
an
question.
honor. Okay, go ahead. One last question.
Okay, one last question.
So how many people fought in your war?
Oh, there were hundreds and thousands of people fought. All the soldiers, those soldiers were actually under British Army, but they went against that and joined the Indian forces. And there were thousands of people, different kings and princes, they joined this army, and it was a great battle for freedom.
Thank you so much, Jhansi Ki Rani. I'm really happy that our time machine just came right at the best place in the 19th century. We're really honored to see you, listen to your amazing story, and also to all Somna's friends, a guidance from you to the values that you fought for. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm also very happy, and I think I need to go also to look after my fort. Thank you.
Okay. Well, kids, let's get ready. Let me pull the front panel. Okay, well, with the new capabilities, we should be able to launch off pretty quickly. Buckle up. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Soumya, I'm feeling so sad while leaving by.
Don't get all emotional. We'll come back next Everyone hold on tight.
I'm gonna have confidence in your dad. You can say it, don't you? have to tell you so, man. We had actually didn't really completely tested this before flying, but I'm glad it all worked out. What do you guys think? Did you have a fun ride?
I know I had fun.
Okay, cool. Well, if you like it, definitely feel free to suggest to your friends to be with us on the next Sunday. Well, also, I should want to give a big kudos to our entire Space Z team for making this ride and the new features adding and making your ride wonderful. Thank you, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.